We are continuing to introduce our Between the Rows farmers. Between the Rows is brought to you by Seed Genetics Direct. We're in Shelby County today visiting with Patty Mann of Mann Farms.
Well, we moved here in 1987. We first started farming after we were married with Dave's parents and had an opportunity to switch locations to Jackson Center in 1987. So we moved to this area and really like it here. Then after a couple years of renting, we had the opportunity to buy the farm. So moved with cows. They were in our history. We both were born and raised on a dairy farm, and we continued that up until 2008. So at that time, we dispersed the cows and we grew the grain operation. And today, just farming corn and soybeans here in the northeastern part of Shelby County.
Mann Farms is truly a family operation.
My husband and I, Dave, have 2 children, and they're 27 and 23 now, but have always been very active on the farm while they were growing up. And Shelby is the oldest. She graduated from Wilmington College and then went on to University of Illinois to get a degree in plant science. And she worked in the industry for a year or so, and then we had an opportunity. We're needing an agronomist. So we brought her back on the farm, and that's working out really well. We really value her opinion and her expertise. And son Chris, he's 23. He's always been Dave's right-hand guy, and he's a very talented mechanic. He's still working on getting through University of Northwestern Ohio with a degree in ag and diesel technology.
In addition to her farm duties, Mann is the president of the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association Board, but the two don't interfere that much.
Well, typically, for the most part, the meetings are scheduled in the non-busy times. Sometimes there's some overlap if planting or harvest gets delayed or whatever. But no, it hasn't been too hard to juggle. I've really enjoyed being on the board of Ohio Corn and Wheat, and really thankful for the privilege of serving as president this year. But since COVID hit, you know, everything's been virtual, so there's not been any travel, and it's pretty easy to join from your desktop or your laptop. So that's been life as it has been here lately. So we just went through national corn meetings this week, and everybody joined virtually. So a little different way of doing it. It worked out really well. Went much better than they expected, but yeah, I've really enjoyed being on the board, and it hasn't been real challenging. They're very respectful of our duties on the farm because everybody on the board is a farmer, so very understanding of that. It's worked out well.
Mann gives an update on corn and coronavirus.
Yeah, well, the disappointing thing is just how the virus has just killed corn demand. And as Ohio Corn and Wheat, that's our #1 mission, is to increase corn grind. You know, and it's killed ethanol demand, it's killed export demand. So our work is more important than ever, you know, to get those things ramped up. And with people starting to get back to work, or so we thought. Now I'm not sure if we're headed in the right direction there, but you know, gasoline use and ethanol use is starting to pick back up. I think we're maybe, from what I'm hearing, 85 to 95% of where we were before the shutdown. So it's going to be tough getting that last percentage back. Exports, we heard last week, I guess, that China made the largest purchase of corn ever. So that's encouraging, but realizing we got a long way to go, and we got a big pile of corn that we got to get through.
Follow our Between the Rows updates all season long, online, in Ohio's Country Journal, or on radio on the Ohio AgNet.